Hi, this is Kelly from Patika Kelly and PlayLearnTalk, and today I'm here to walk you through how to do the magic mirror effect on your Boom Learning cards. So whether you're a seller or just a teacher who is creating cards for their students during distance learning, I'm going to show you how to do this really cool feature that's going to engage them, and it's something that you really need to know how to do because it's super, super fun and effective for your students, okay? So I call it the magic mirror effect in this tutorial because I hand drew this mirror, and so that's what it's going to be called. Okay, now I also have some Boom cards here that I use a magnifying glass for, so I call these the magical magnifying glass. Now you may have also seen these as magical flashlights for like I Spy games, and it doesn't matter like what you call it, it's all the same technique. Now I've had some of you that I've had conversations with on Facebook who like don't know how to use this technique in Flow Magic or don't think it's possible. And I'm here to tell you it is possible, and I think it's the best way to do this technique because it gives you custom navigation, okay? So let's go ahead and go inside and see what we're gonna be making, okay? So here's our first navigation button, and you're gonna click on it and it's gonna take you to this page, okay? So here's the magnifying glass. Now, when you click on it, it's gonna drag around the page and reveal a hidden picture, okay? And we also have our navigation button right here that's going to take us back, okay? So let's go inside and create this. I also want to point out that the background is going to be a freebie for you. So if you are into using green screen during distance learning, which if you're not, you need to, it's so fun, you can grab this background for your green screen virtual background if you are using Zoom, okay? Or anything that uses a background, a virtual background. So you can come over to TPT, my store is PlayLearnTalk, and download this for free and enjoy it, okay? I've already used it like 10 times this week. So here we have our background. This is the image right here. Okay, so we are going to get rid of this because we're going to make it from scratch, okay? So when you pull open your Boom Learning workstation and you come up to details, okay, this is going to be unchecked. So it's going to look like this. And what you want to do is click Flow Magic, and it's going to give you this pop-up, right, that says, hey, basically now you have to link things in order for people to move around your Boom cards, okay? So here we have the link to option that we did not have before, okay? So I have gone ahead and created a previous page and a next page. This will be our home page, and this is going to be our working page. So what we're going to do first is create our bottom layer, which is going to be this JPEG image that I told you about. Now, typically I would size this to the correct dimensions. There would be no extra space here, but because I'm just doing a quick tutorial for you, I grabbed this image. Like I said, it's from this green screen virtual background freebie, and I'm simply going to kind of modify it so it works for the page. So I am just dragging this down here and creating a little extra space, which is perfect because we're going to put our navigation buttons at the bottom, okay? So this looks good to me. I don't like the space here being white, so I'm going to come over to background and hit black, okay? So now it looks nice, okay? And the next thing we need to do is bring in our second layer, okay? This is going to be our middle layer. Right now it's the top because we don't have our actual magic mirror on top of it yet, okay? So we're gonna bring in our buttons, okay? We have a home button here, and all we have to do is size it down to the size that we want, okay? I really like using navigation buttons because it saves you so much time, right? So prior to this, I'd have to come up to text, delete the text, put in the font, put in a background color, size it down, you know, just all these steps. This is just import it and size it down and link it and you're done, okay? So if you're interested in that, leave a comment below and I will tell you where you can get these actual buttons, navigation buttons, and the magical mirror, okay? So I'm gonna put these right here, and let's go ahead and do another image. And we're gonna size that one down as well. Ooh, I do not like the sizing process. This is like my least favorite part. I think I say that in all the videos. I wish it was so much easier. Okay, so we're gonna just do this. You guys, okay. Move it over here. Okay, so that's what it looks like. We need to link them now, right? So we're going to go to home and we're going to link it to our home page. Now we're going to go to back and we're going to link that to our previous page, and we're going to go to next and we're going to link that to our next page. Now I linked them over here, but I'm going to back up. I'm going to recommend that you link them here because see how it's linked to that specific card? It will only ever go to that one. So in order to save yourself more time, link it to previous and link this one to next, because then you can take all of them, right, and copy them and you can bring them to the next pages. Okay, now if I had left the link to these pages, then back would actually go to this page instead, or this next one. I hope that makes sense. Leave a comment if that doesn't make sense and I'll try to explain it better to you. So here are our buttons. Now when we layer our next layer on top, they're going to not be visible, and that's because they need to be draggable. Okay, now our magical magnifying glass or magic mirror in this case is going to be draggable, right? That's the whole point of it. So in order to layer them, these need to be draggable as well. So make sure to not miss that step or else you're not going to see them. Okay, so now it's time to drag on our image right here. I have made this image, and if you are interested in learning how to make it or how to make your own, then I will happily make another tutorial for you. It is a little bit of a time-consuming process, but it's so satisfying to do and so cool. So if you're interested, also leave a comment and I will make a little tutorial for you, okay? So we want to make it as big as possible, and oops. That's a little bit too big because you can see two images at once. Okay, so I want to just size it down a little bit more. Okay, so I made it too big. We're going to do that. Okay, so you notice now we have our magical magnifying glass. We have the navigation buttons. Make sure that you make this one draggable because if you go to preview right now and you try to move it around, you cannot move it. Okay, and now that I'm seeing that, that's still way too big. So let me go ahead and resize that again. Okay, so we're gonna make it go down a little bit smaller. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna make it a little bit smaller. Let's see if that one works. I'm a little picky with things, so maybe you are too, or maybe you would be happy with how it was before, but now I'm happy with the size of it. Okay, so we need to make it draggable, right? Don't forget that step, make it draggable. Okay, so we need to layer it, send it back because the layers have not appeared the way we wanted. Okay, so you just hit rear and it will go back. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else you need to know. Oh, I just want to demonstrate, like, if you didn't size it down, what it would look like. Okay, so maybe some of you are really new to this idea, and let's see, we'll just add the image in. Okay, and you'll think like, oh, this is covering it, like that'll be fine, right? Like you might think that looks fine, right? But when you preview it, oh, we need to make it draggable. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we're gonna make it draggable. Go to preview. When we drag it now, it's just going to go right off the page, okay? It doesn't have any magical effect. Your kids are most likely going to drag it too far. It's going to be gone. It's going to be a nightmare. So you want to make it bigger, okay? So that's the whole reason we're making it bigger, okay? So now we're going to test it out, and we can drag it around, okay? We can drag it all the way over here, and kids are just not going to even know. Oh, they're gonna know, huh? So you have to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so you know what to do. You just would have to resize it bigger. But when you let go of it, now we have these navigation buttons, right? So now we can go home and we can go to the next button. We can go back, we can go home again. So we can go all over the place. We don't have our navigation buttons here, but they are customized to our preferences for our students or for our customer students, okay? So if you found this video helpful, leave a comment below, share it with a friend. I hope that you really enjoy using this feature and that you make a lot of amazing things with it. And once again, if you'd like to know how to actually create your own magical item, like actually create the transparency and everything, leave a comment below and I will make a video if enough people ask, because that will be time consuming. So that is the video. All right. Okay. Wishing you guys a wonderful week and happy creating.